So one of my favorite go-to quick mindfulness activities is to narrate an object in the room. So I just have them pick something up. Like right now I have, okay, this coaster, it's this heart-shaped coaster, and just try to describe it with your five senses, touch it. What does it feel like? What is the color, right? Just talk about it, talk about the object and really focus on the object. It only takes a minute, but that shifts your thinking into something else that's out in the real world and concrete. And it takes you away from that worry loop just for a second. Once it does though, you're able to then add other coping strategies on top of it. So once you've narrated this object, okay, what are you going to do next now? Okay, maybe now you'll get up and go for a 5-minute walk. There's other things that you can do to tag onto it, but this interrupts the worry process just by narrating something in the room. I also like doing this other activity with people where you take whatever emotion that you're feeling, whether it's anxiety or stress or worry or anger, and you essentially make it a physical object in the world. So you think about taking out anxiety from inside your body into the real world. And what does that anxiety look like? How much does it weigh? What color is it? Again, it's very similar to physicalizing an object, which is really important because when it's in our head and in our minds, it feels so overwhelming, like it's never going to stop. But every physical object in the world has a beginning and end. Even the Grand Canyon does, right? So when you take it out of your body and your mind, all of a sudden there's boundaries around it, right? And it feels like it's not so difficult anymore. Also, you separate it from yourself. Oftentimes when people are feeling anxious, they start to identify themselves as that person. I'm anxious. I'm an anxious person. This anxiety will never leave me. Well, if you're able to remove it, then you can see it as a separate entity. It's an experience that you're having, but it is not you and it doesn't define you. And then the advanced version of this technique is then to try to manipulate the object. So let's say you think anxiety is like a big black bowling ball that's 15 pounds. Okay, well, let's try to manipulate it. Let's try to shrink it down. Imagine shrinking it down so that it's the size and the weight of a marble, right? And then people start to get a sense that they can actually have a regulatory response and mechanism over their feelings. And so that's another good follow-up to try. If you haven't tried that exercise before, I find it really powerful. I use it all the time. I think that it's really, really helpful, especially for people who have a hard time with visualization. Thinking about something in the physical environment, it can help them a lot with dealing with this and making it feel like it's just not all internalized, like it's an identity that they have when they have these feelings.